Welcome to the Family Pigskin Preview. I'm Sean Feiler. With me today is Carter Feiler.
You know, the New York Giants Jets that are 5-2 are against Detroit Lions 2-5.
Carter, who do you see coming out of this game today? I think the Jets are pretty strong. The Lions have been, marginal at best. Who do you think's the team coming out today?
Oh, well, you know what I'm thinking of. New York Jets.
New York Jets. What kind of final score do you see happening today for the Jets?
I'm just going to say 30-10.
I'm looking at a closer game, but I think the Jets are still going to win this one. I think it's going to be 28-6. I don't think the Lions are even going to get in the end zone today. All right, the next game that we've got on the docket today
is Chicago Bears 4-3 against 0-7 Buffalo Bills.
Now, Carter, do you think Buffalo is as bad as 0-7?
Yeah, and last year.
Yeah. Do you think they're an undefeated team though? I mean, or a winless team, I should say. At 0-7, do you think they played some really close games?
Yeah, it's impossible to get in the playoffs.
Right, they're not going to be in the playoffs this year. But who do you see coming out of this Bears-Buffalo Bills game?
You know, Chicago Bears.
Chicago. What do you think's the final score going to be?
Well, it's going to be 40-7.
40-7. I see it being a little closer game. I think Buffalo's a tougher team than that. I'm going to say 21-17. All right, next game on our docket is what, Carter?
5-2 Tampa Bay against another 5-2 Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons. Battle of two 5-2 teams here. Do you think Tampa Bay's for real this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they weren't so good last year. Do you think they've just played easy teams, or do you think that they're a real 5-2 team?
They're a real 5-2 team.
All right, so Tampa Bay today with Coach Raheem Morris. They're led by Rudy Carpenter, and the Falcons are led by quarterback Chris Redman. What do you think the final score is going to be of that game today?
I think it's going to be 44-27.
44-27, a high-scoring game. I'm looking at a little closer game in that. I think Atlanta's going to win that one. I think it's going to be 21-17. All right, Cleveland and New England. This is a battle of a powerhouse in the AFC against, well, a team that's had some trouble this year.
All right, I think the final score is going to be New England 37 to Cleveland 17.
Tom Brady leads the New England Patriots.
Yeah,
what do you think about Tom Brady?
He's good. I think he's throwing some handing throws.
Some pretty long ones. And Jake Delhomme for Cleveland Browns. Do you think he's got what it takes to lead them to victory today? No, I don't think so either. All right, I think New England's going to also win this in a blowaway. I think it's going to be 35-7 probably. Arizona, Minnesota. These are two struggling teams, former NFC Championship teams.
Yeah, Brett Favre was in a lot of games.
He was.
Brett Favre was tackled last game.
Now, Minnesota's lost a couple in a row. Do you think they get off the schneid this week and beat Arizona?
I think Minnesota's going to win.
You think Minnesota's going to win? What do you think the final score of that game is going to be?
I think it's going to be 30-24.
It's a pretty close game. I think Minnesota's also going to win 35-30. Now, next game we have
Carolina Panthers 1-6 against the champions last year. Drew Brees' team, New Orleans Saints, 5-3.
They're 5-3. Somewhat a disappointment for a team. Even though they're 5-3, it's a disappointment for New Orleans so far.
You know, last time there was 13-3 last year, but they're tied with the losers.
Yeah, that's true. So who do you see coming out of this game as a winner?
Definitely New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, and what do you think the final score is going to be?
35-3.
35-3. Big win. I think New Orleans is going to pull a big win. I think it's going to be 28-14. Miami, Baltimore. These are teams both over 500.
Yeah.
Teams that are showing strong this year. Baltimore leads the AFC Central. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Well, Baltimore, I think, is going to win.
Yeah. Do you think Mark Bulger's got what it takes to lead the Ravens past Chad Pennington's Miami Dolphins?
Not quite.
Not quite. Do you see the running back for the Baltimore Ravens being important this year? I think it's Sean Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to run pretty good. Coach John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens comes out with a win today. I think he's going to win it 17-14. What's the final score prediction for you?
I think for Baltimore Ravens going to win 20-14.
20-14. Good pick. All right, my Chargers against the Houston Texans. Now, the Chargers won last week and finally got back on track. It looks like Phillip Rivers was leading them pretty well. Matt Leinart and the Houston Texans come into town. So what do you think?
I think it's going to be San Diego with, 17-10.
17-10. What's San Diego's record this year, Carter?
What?
What is San Diego's record What are they against the Houston? Does Houston have a better record than San Diego, or?
Yeah, Houston has a better
record. Houston's 4-3. I know.
Yeah.
What is San Diego?
3-5.
3-5. Coach Norv Turner and San Diego Chargers. I think they're going to come out of this with a win. I think they're going to get back on track and get to 4-5. I think it's going to be 21-17.
You know my team, New York Giants.
All right, Giants play the Seahawks. Matt Hasselbeck and Eli Manning going head to head. What do you think's going to happen here with the New York Giants?
My team, New York Giants, win.
Yeah. What do you think they're going to put up a lot of points this game?
I think they're going to get like 30-7.
30-7, big win. I think the Giants also are going to come away with the win. I think it's going to be 35-22. I think the Seahawks have some explosiveness. I think they'll make it a game anyway. All right, enough for that game. Let's go on to a couple of surprise teams this year.
Kansas City
and
Oakland.
And Oakland. Both
Their
of them.
record was 59-14. That was a big one.
Yeah, big win a couple weeks ago. Kansas City coming in at 5-2 with Matt Castle leading the team. What do you think of the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs and the Raiders are sort of like up.
Yeah, both.
Apart. And I think the Oakland Raiders are going to win.
Raiders are going to win. What's the final score prediction?
I think that's going to be 37-18.
37-18. I'm looking at a closer game than that. I think Kansas City's going to come out on top on this one, 21-17. All right, Indianapolis Colts against the Philadelphia Eagles. Who do you see there? Philadelphia is, I think, actually starting Michael Vick this weekend against Peyton Manning and the Colts. What do you see happening?
You know, I think it's going to be a closer game, and I think it's going to be in overtime.
Yeah?
And I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win 30-27.
That is a shocker. I did not see that one coming from you. Did not see that pick. I'm going to go with the Colts. Colts are proven. They're coming back. They're doing real well over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to say the Colts are going to just destroy the Eagles here, 35-10. All right.
Dallas
and the game
Cowboys
on Sunday
against
night.
Green Bay.
Boy, Dallas is struggling, right?
Yeah.
They're 1-6. The Packers.
Tony Romo, what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? Exactly. The Packers are 5-3, 5-2. I think that Aaron Rodgers is a pretty good quarterback. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, and John Kitna goes for the Dallas Cowboys, who hasn't played in a couple years, taking over for the injured Tony Romo. So, do you think that's going to affect the final score of the game?
Well, I think the final score of the game will be 25-10.
Packers?
Yeah.
Do you pick the Packers over the Cowboys? I also pick the Packers over the Cowboys, and I think it's going to be a blowaway. I think you're looking at probably 28-7, 28-10, something like that, too. So that's the Monday night game, or the Sunday night game. Now for the Monday night matchup.
Pittsburgh Steelers against Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh Steelers 5-2. Cincinnati Bengals 2-5.
I think these are teams on two different paths, Carter. I think the Bengals are on their way down.
It's
Pittsburgh's
also
on their way
my
up.
brother's favorite team.
The Bengals,
Cincinnati
right?
Bengals.
Right. So with that being said, and I know how much love you have for him, do you think Cincinnati's going to pull this one out?
No. I
No.
think Pittsburgh is going to win
Pittsburgh's gonna win.
40-19.
Ooh, big blowout, big high-scoring game for Pittsburgh. I also see Pittsburgh winning this game probably in a walk. I think it's going to be about 35-10. All right, bye week teams this week: Denver, Jacksonville. We've got those two that have byes this week. Do you think they'll rest up and hopefully get healthy?
Denver has 2-6, and Jacksonville has 4-4.
They're 4-4. Yeah. Do you think it's going to help them to have a bye week this week and get healthy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Without a doubt. There's a couple other bye week teams this week. We've got the Tennessee Titans at 5-3.
And the Redskins.
And the Redskins at 4-4. Gives a chance for Donovan McNabb to get rested up and
Kerry Collins.
And Kerry Collins for the Titans. So I see that as a benefit for those two teams. And also the last two teams with a bye week this week are San Francisco and St. Louis.
And St.
Right?
Louis Rams 4-4 to
Right.
San Francisco 49ers 2-6.
Yeah, San Francisco's a team that needs some wins.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. So this bye week will hopefully help them out. Well, for the NFL Family Preview, I'm Sean Feiler.
And I'm Carter Fowler for this evening news.
Signing off.